Hello everyone, James here from JVC Paints. Hope you're all doing well out there. It's been about 3 weeks since I put a video up, and I've been very busy. As you all know, the world is kind of in the spin cycle of a washing machine right about now, so nobody knows what the hell's going on. And to add to that, you know, my work has decided that hey, let's cram 10 weeks worth of stuff in a month. So things are kind of busy, to say the least. But first up, I'd like to thank my new subscribers that make their subscriptions public: Zach Watts, Studio WGS, Howard, Simon Brecken, Sam Hughes, Brian Irving, Daniel, Mark Piggins, and A. Vogelars. Thanks very much, guys. So yeah, today is going to be a bit of a mixed bag. I've got a lot of little things on the go, and I'm going to put timestamp down under the video here in case you want to skip over something or you don't give a crap about fantasy or this or whatever else. So first off, I'm going to talk about these guys. These are World War I Lowland Highlanders for the Palestinian campaign, so circa 1917. These are for a mate of mine in Tokyo who I haven't seen because of this thing that's going on in the world. So we're having a meeting coming up at the end of this month on the 27th. So I will be handing these figures over to him, and he will hopefully be giving me some more. I don't know the name of the manufacturer, but I can tell you for certain that finding reference material on these guys is pretty difficult. Not primed them, pardon me. I sprayed them and coated them and all that stuff. And after that, I noticed that on the medic, when we get back to him here real quick, I still have to do some touch-ups. So that's these guys here. There's 12 of them, 4 command and 8 soldiers. They're pretty interesting to do. It was kind of neat to look into the history of it too, as well as them taking out the Ottomans in Palestine. But as you can see here on the medic, as we zip around, as I get close in, I had done the red cross on his armband, but then I had forgotten that I had whited it out because I didn't like it, and I've already sprayed them, so I hope it goes all okay. I'm doing this on my desk, guys. Sorry about that. I haven't had time to set anything up, and the room's a bit of a disaster, so I will take some still photos and put them up at the end. But yeah, they were good figures. I've painted some of his World War I stuff, and they're absolute garbage figure-wise, but these ones were really good, really crisp, and nice to do. Moving on, we'll go on to the next little project that I've been working on, which is some Landsknechts. Here are the Landsknecht guys I've been working on. These are the halberd men, and I've got 6 of them done, as you can see here, and I've got another 6 left to go. For the sort of outfit color randomization, I've gone with different sports teams from ice hockey in Canada. This guy in the end, for example, he would be from the old Minnesota North Stars. Well, these guys are really known. I just made that shit up. This one in the middle here, the red guy, that's probably the Calgary Flames. Next to him would be the St. Louis Blues. And then we've got the Philadelphia Flyer guy. I just find it a lot easier than me sitting there looking at them going, oh, how am I going to, should I paint this, sleeve blue, and I'll do this? Yeah. I just think of a sports team and go, yeah, okay, I'll run with that. And then if I have to add like one little extra color, I do. But yeah, these are pretty bog standard for Warlord games. The sculpts are really good. A couple balance issues. A couple of these guys, I don't know if you can see, at least the 2 on the end. I've had to put blue tack there to keep them down. But yeah, they're all right. I don't really like this arm here, how he's got it shouldered. It kind of makes it hard to sort of, well, I guess those 2 in the center, to sort of have them line up, I guess, on a base. But all in all, they're really nice. They're really nice sculpts. But also, during this whole sort of lockdown thing, I've got a bit of a work in progress. I'm just going to plop this guy in the front. This is from Wargames Foundry. I haven't painted Wargames Foundry figures in a long time. I still got a little bit of work left to do on this guy. But I might not be using him in this army per se. But yeah, mate of mine, he made an order and it came through, and I've got a big bag here of Landsknechts stuff from Foundry, and I gotta say, I really like it. He was really disappointed with his order. I guess he had some miscasts or whatever. I mean, he didn't order Landsknechts, but I got the command, I got some knights and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to doing these. I just painted this one up this morning. I was just kind of like trying to see how fast I could whip him off. But I still have to, you can see I've got to do some work on the elbow there. It's chipped. But like I said, he's not going to be in with these guys. These guys, I don't know. I'll endeavor to put some stills up, and I'll show you. We'll move on to my next little project. Next up, we have another addition to my never-ending Chaos Halfling army. These figures, with the exception of the Landsknechts, which is from Wargames Foundry, are from a company called Merliton. I guess it's an Italian company. So my mate who made the Wargames Foundry order, he also ordered some stuff from this company and said, hey, is there anything you want to pick up? So I checked it out. I've never heard of this company before, and I did. And I was like, they got halflings. All right, I'll give them a whirl. Really like these guys. They look really cool. Because they're evil halflings, you know, I've kind of done them up. I've given them some 5 o'clock shadow and things like that. The color scheme I'm going for here is kind of a, well, dark black, purple, and red, but not over the top. You know, not too colorful. Just hopefully just maybe 1 or 2 colors on, or 1 color on a guy. You can see this guy, I put no sort of extra colors on him at all. But yeah, just to tie the unit together. So the idea is that I'm going to do this unit like I do a lot of my Chaos Halfling units, where I'll have the actual unit itself. This guy here, I'm thinking of calling the Landsknecht Jack the Ritter for this unit, as they are bad. But they'll have this, and I've got the rest of the pack here. What I've got left here, I've got, I don't know if you can see that with the glare of the bag, but we've got some command here, and I've got another 2 guys that are on the go. I just finished their flesh this morning, their faces this morning. I've endeavored to do the teeth and the eyes on these guys as well as the 5 o'clock shadow. And I'm trying to give them some sort of heavy eyebrows as well, give them sort of a menacing, deep in the old country look. And as with a lot of my Chaos units, Chaos Halfling units, to fill out the ranks, I always put it in like a big monster on like a 4-person base. So I've got this kind of like a Cthulhu thing here from Reaper that I bought for $4 Canadian, I guess, ages ago. So yeah, I'm going to put this guy in there too. No kidding, was made in Canada too. Anyways, so that's it for my halflings for now. I'll try to take some still photos of these guys, put them up. I think I've got one more thing, and then I've got a bit of a rant at the end. So stick around if you like. Like I said, there's timestamps at the bottom if you want to skip over. Here's the last project I've been working on. This is my second Berlin house for bolt action. And basically all I've done, as you can see, I've primed it. I need to airbrush the walls on the inside, and then let me flip one over here real quick. That's for the roof. What I have to do on the inside walls, I had to clean, there was a lot of sinkholes, dude. So if you ever get this kit, you got to put the wall, if you wanted the inside, if you're going to do the interiors, you got to put the wallpaper up, because you'll go mental trying to take this stuff off. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to hit it with the airbrush on the insides, probably just a neutral gray, and then put the wallpaper up. The outsides, depending on which floor we're on, this is the ground floor, so this will probably just all be sort of a gray color. I'll probably just dry brush on top of that, a couple layers, and then maybe do some detailing like mud or dirt or whatever here, and maybe some graffiti or something. The floors are all done. As you can see, I've got all the stairs in, and I have got the holes in here for me. Let me see if I can get them in there. There's one there, there's another one on this side, and at the bottom there for the electric. So I'm going to be lighting these up again. I've got furniture. I found some 1/48 scale dollhouse furniture on Amazon UK. Oh cripe, I don't know, about 5-6 months ago. So I got that. I still have some furniture from the last batch of furniture I bought from when I did the first Berlin house. And then I've got all the picture frames and all the things I've painted, printed out from the computer at work. So yeah, this is on the go too. Hopefully I can get this done this month, but we'll see. Like I said, work is work, and it's a lot of it. So yeah, I'm gonna get into my likes and dislikes of the hobby here in a second. So yeah, stay tuned. Might be a bit late, but I wanted to get into the likes and dislikes of the hobby, which I think the thread or the idea was first floated by Johnny Watson. I'm probably like 10 days late or something, but I figured I'd address it. And rather than just looking at my crummy old desk, I thought I would put out my meager 15 millimeter Flames of War collection and spin it around while I talk. So I'm going to start with the dislikes first, so I can end on a high note about all the things that I really like. So my dislikes, okay, I'll explain each of them, in case there's any offense or misunderstanding or anything like that. Board gamers. Board gamers will ruin any club faster than you can say Jack Robinson. You prove me wrong. I don't know, it's just very strange. This is something I've noticed. Maybe it's just here. I don't know, but it's kind of like this attitude in a gaming club that sort of runs down the center between them and the table toppers. And it's just one of these things. It's kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining it, but it's like, okay, what effort are you really putting into this? You're reading a rule book and opening a box. Look what we're doing, and then you're, basically they're usually complaining that we're taking up too much space. The fact that they all seem to have to bring, I don't know, bags and bags of luggage to, sit there and, look at one piece of paper, whereas we're bringing, bags and bags of luggage as well, but we're setting up, a 156th scale or 148th scale for, couple of acres, you know what I mean? So that's one thing. Non-painters who give you painting advice. I don't know. It's a pet peeve. I don't hate it, but it's up there. It's like, okay, look, if you got legions of gray men, don't tell me that I did the webbing on these guys in the wrong color. You know what I mean? Luckily for me, most of my mates here, in fact, all of them, we're all painting supremacists. Like, it's like, if your shit ain't painted, don't even bother bringing it. And I know that sounds, for some people that's kind of like, oh, what, that's not really, they're not down with that. They get upset with that. But, look, I mean, we get our stuff done, and, we're going for the full thing here. We're going for the full appeal of the game. The scenery, the basing, the guys, the everything. We're going for all of it. And I find that the more that you do it and the more that you can get excited about other people's work and stuff like that, it's sort of contagious. Like, you want to do better. You want to outdo your friends. It's a good kind of competition. So that's, the one dislike. It doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. And I guess the last one I would say is kind of like maybe rule set supremacists. I've played Chain of Command. I had a great time. We've got the rules all messed up, but I play Bold Action for the simple fact that the rules are easy and I can go anywhere and play it. I'm not saying that I wouldn't play any other World War II game. I definitely would. I have the models for it. I'd definitely give it anything a whirl. But I guess, this one is kind of like a sly dig at, maybe Games Workshop. I think Beck has talked about this as well earlier, in the month, or what am I talking about, a few weeks ago. Like, you don't play Games Workshop, heretic. And I've had that happen to me, I've been in a Games Workshop, I think it was in, I don't know, 15 years ago or something like that. I was in a Games Workshop. I just wandered in, I think it was in Coventry or something, and someone said, oh, did you ever play? And I'm like, yeah, I did, whatever, I don't now, but, and then they were on my case about why I wasn't playing. I said, well, I'm into more historical stuff now, and then it was, I got some, 26-year-old guy acting like a 7-year-old kid, while flailing his arms around going, heresy, heresy, it's like, what the fuck, dude, what's wrong with you? You drinking the paint or what? Likes, okay, let's get into the good stuff, the likes. Making friends worldwide, and the camaraderie, spelt with a K, through the international community in Japan, as well as through YouTube. I've visited a lot of countries, and I've got friends from all over the world. They've visited me. I've gone to tournaments and events in 3 or 4 European countries now. Never had a bad time. Everybody's been great. Lots of drinking, lots of fun, and it is something it's really does sort of build a really good fraternal bond with other people. And you've got, it seems like you've got a friend everywhere, which is great. Painting is probably, okay, I should say that these are in no particular order, but painting for me is probably the big one, even though I'm saying it second. But painting for me is great. It's like a mass, lifelong art project, which I know some part of it will survive me well into the future. I don't know how or in what condition, but I know it will. And I like that, and I like the idea of that, and also the meditation for me that comes with painting. So like when I get really, really into something, and I'm painting it, and there's like a calmness to it, and I use painting as one of the means to relax. I try to do it in the morning before I go to work when I'm really, really relaxed, instead of coming home and being all strung out and pissed off and wanting to down a quart of vodka. The last one I would say is gaming, of course. The fun of the game, the dizzying high of tabling your friend and the bottoming low of being tabled by your friend. The beers, the laughs, the enthusiasm, we share, the opinions about the game and, insights of rules and things like that. So I guess, in a way, the long and the short of it would be, for me, that the likes are basically what it does for me personally, like inside, calming me down, and then the social aspects of it as well, making me, putting me out there, and, seeing other people's work, and, having them critique mine and look at it as well. Anyways, guys, this has been a long one. It's probably been really boring for you, but anyway, thanks very much. I just wanted to get a video up, and hopefully I can get something up by the end of this month as well. So you guys take it easy, stay safe, and keep those brushes moving. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.